Okay. Cool. We should be back. Hopefully that is synced up. Sorry for the confusion. For everybody who's just joining for the first time. Hi. We're New Moon. We're a D&D live stream. I'm not going to do the whole intro again, but that's us. We also did the recap in the other video, which we might have to end up getting rid of. So if you're missing out what happened last session, go watch it. You're welcome. Waiting to see what Kayla says, see if we are synced up. Nathan saying yeah. Looks good. Great. Awesome. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. So we are going to kind of just jump right in, if that's cool with everybody. Yeah, let's do it. So we are coming back in on a scene where we are sitting high above we'll say the normal canopy. We're actually still kind of set in a like just below certain treetops of these massively large trees, essentially like think like redwood style, but honestly like truly even bigger than that, with trunks of that are 60 to 80 feet around. As we are moving pretty quickly through the scene here, we see rope bridges and figures kind of walking around from them. We actually see there's a very nice kind of like rudimentary sort of like tents and cloth windows of figures of housing, and that is built into the trees, into a top of and out of the trees. This is a little, like almost like a treehouse sort of community, but large. As we move in to an area where we see there is what looks to be like a soup kitchen sort of line for that is lined up by figures from all different shapes and sizes and backgrounds. We move past that out into the continuing on from the rope bridges, going out into the distance further north. Yes.
Can I get a whiff of that soup?
The soup itself, the soup of the day is tomato, tomato basil. But you can't, because it's the camera, and the camera doesn't have a nose, and we're moving past. But as we move through further into the forest, out into a large, almost looking like kind of like a courtyard sort of area, but high in the treetops, we see this stone structure of this odd looking, almost Stonehenge-like amphitheater. We see there's a seating that kind of scales up and up and up, and a small stage. Sitting on the stage, as you all are about maybe 5 feet below him, is a figure that we know as Kavish, the druid. Apparently, the high, you guys might not know this as this title, but the high archdruid of a place that is called the Family. As he is staring at you all, he is recounting a tale of what has brought you all to this moment, including specifically why there's the head of a creature in, I think, Titian's bag.
I have the fangs of the snake creature and then the head of the gray render.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the snake creature. Why the figure has made its basically why this circumstance has happened, and why you all were possibly attacked by it, and why Wyadim, from his visions, have seen the birth of this creature being contorted and extended and transformed by a council of elders around, including Kavish, seemingly not too long ago, but actually pretty long ago. I guess I probably forgot to mention that in the memory. Kavish looks significantly younger in that. So as we step in, I would like all around. Feel free to roll any checks that you guys would like now on as he is explaining the story, and just hold on to it for now. Come on, internet. 1 second, gang. Okay. This tale is woven from the threads of our darker nights. Time when the family was not as you see it. We started our collective on the grounds of the forest before we found refuge in the heights of the trees. We walked the forest vulnerable and exposed. Our roots were shallow then, our numbers few, and the forest was not yet our ally. It was during those times when it came. It started as a nightmare of sorts. Figures one night disappearing deep into the forest and finding their bodies mangled, contorted, and their eyes bright, open, scared, possibly literally to death. As days went into weeks, we started to hear murmurings of sightings of a creature that seemed to be born of shadow. His body seemed almost hollow, as if the wind itself had carved it from the marrow of the earth. His form was a mockery of life. Towering figure with a carapace of bones and ribs that jutted out like claws. Through its gaping chest you could see nothing but darkness, void where the heart should have been. We called this beast the Nathalis. Something that seemed to be born for hunger. Not of meat or blood, but just of fear. Moved like a shadow, silent, unseen. After a time, we learned to be able to gauge when it might be coming because the winds would all of a sudden grow very still and silent. There were others that managed to survive, but talked of a maddening whisper in their ears. They did not live soon after. We, and those that are now, myself and those that are now deemed part of the council that try to keep this place safe, we tried everything. Wards, charms, prayers to gods old and new. Nothing seemed to hold back the Nathalis from its hunger. In our desperation, we made a very hard choice. Choice that was born of hubris and fear. We took a predator, gave it claws, teeth, legs, and will. Trust me, friends, when I say that the will that we gave this creature was born to be a guardian, to root out the evil. And it worked. One night we heard a shriek. It sounded like it was wind moving through dead trees. And when the serpent came back, it was dark with something that resembled blood, but black. Unfortunately, as our people grew, the Guardian seemed to change. Darkness that seemed to touch it on its mouth and its hands seemed to cling to it and began to fray, and soon, one day it was gone, vanishing like mist. I'll admit to you all that it is a bittersweet moment when it left us, as us and the other members were worried that it would soon turn on us. From there, we decided that it was through a series of events, it was safer to bring our home further up in a place where it would be hard for the dead to walk. When you told me of the creature you had encountered, admittedly at first I think I had forgotten. And then when I realized what it could be, I knew that shameful act that we gave had possibly come back to haunt us. I never thought it would pick a specific target. Suscipiant, after we broke off and left each other, I went searching for it. But I found nothing. I hope you have I hope its end was swift. As my shame will continue to live on in that. But that is the truth.
Why didn't you reach out when you realized sooner? Why did you? If you knew we were.
My understanding, you were so close to Mir. My understanding was that you were moving further north, and we lost contact after that.
There's ways to get a hold of one another here. There's no. I mean, you're a magic being. You can reach out to anybody when you want to. It's not. Even I got a ring that can do it. I mean, I can just think it and just. As you know, last night, that's how I got a hold of you. Why?
Does the sins that you have committed over the years weigh so pressing on communications with your family?
I'm sorry you cut out here. Sorry you cut out. What did you say?
He said, "Does the sins that you've experienced and been a part of affect the communication with your family?" Basically saying, "Have you told everybody about what you've done?"
Yeah. I want you to listen here. And I want you to listen here straight, Kavish. I tell my mother everything.
I am not claiming that I did the right thing. I am simply explaining the place that has brought us here together. And it seems that I am in your debt for what you have experienced. And I guess I need to thank you for vanquishing something that I could not.
I mean, it was a team effort, and Titian's gonna look back at the rest of the party. I mean, it was. I can only take 80% of the glory on this. The rest of us also chipped in 20%.
As Titian's saying this, any of the roles that you guys were having?
I will
go ahead and tell me now.
Insight.
Okay. What are you trying to incite?
I want to see if he's purposely leaving anything out.
Okay. Cool.
Out the rest of our participation. No insight needed. Can I roll for bullshit?
Gotta roll for bullshit. In that vein.
So just real quick, Adim, you're asking specifically if he left anything out.
Yeah, like if I can tell that he's purposely dodging parts of the story, not necessarily not giving us every detail, but like something major. He's like, I'm gonna tell them, but not this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, who else?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Prisha wants to roll a religion check specifically on the the death, his descriptions of death. I want to know if I've heard that anywhere.
You're talking about the Nathalis?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll make sure I put that in the handouts. That.
I also rolled on that, but I was thinking either Arcana or History.
Okay. I think history makes more sense.
Cool. History is a 20 total. No, I'm sorry. It's a 19.
Okay. And then Prisha, you were rolling for so this is a religion check to be able to kind of understand the creature that was defined itself, right?
Yes.
And then Ianthe, yours is a little different, so I'm going to actually answer Ianthe's first. It was defined as a figure that seemed to have a bone carapace. That sounds personally familiar.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. What is a carapace?
Basically it's actually specifically designed of explaining a shell, typically of some sort of crustacean or bug. I'll say in this case it was saying that its ribs are on the outside.
We love those outside ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Like a certain moldy dire wolf I recently encountered.
Well.
Or one of the enemies you recently encountered.
Oh, the tree things.
Nope.
No,
You guys remember the bone crocodiles?
Yeah.
The ones that you guys were calling the chimera.
Yes. Oh boy.
Lorian coming in here with a what the fuck, Kavish?
She had a good comment in Discord of they created this thing and then they lost it.
To be clear, they created a thing to fight against it.
And then they lost it?
And then they lost it.
Cool.
So Prisha, the Nathalis. This is tricky because Prisha is not a worldly person. But I think borrowing from a religion check, this does not really seem like something that would necessarily adopt something from Ostial. I mean, it does on surface level because it's bone and resurrection and that sort of thing. It sounds like it was specifically trying to feed off of fear, which is something that is not necessarily a tenant of Ostial.
I just had a thought. Can there be a second thing that Prisha is looking for that I think is pretty obvious, but I don't think she realizes it yet? In listening to the way that Kavish describes the horrors that they created the thing for, can Prisha get a sense of what kind of druid he is?
Not from that.
Okay.
Because I think it's it wasn't just him; it was a whole council of druids. Essentially, it was their combined power that did this.
Okay.
But as we have discussed before, there are certain leanings that you haven't really had a conversation with them yet either. So I think that's kind of the big thing there, where it'd be difficult to outright say.
Okay.
Titian, through an insight check, he is just wanting to link up with Kavish emotionally as he's engaging with him to he's just trying he's trying to do that thing where he's wanting to really navigate this conversation and not be too aggressive. He's trying to be really aware of himself, but also what Kavish might react to positively here.
Okay. I'd say like it was a strong start in the idea of like listen here. That's how you started that. So I think it is feeling a little bit aggressive in the beginning of that.
Yeah.
As you were saying
14,
that to her.
So I don't expect it to be very good. Yeah.
Oh, this is your persuasion check? Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, I think it's the idea like you don't see like you see the shame on his face in telling this has not changed based on your interaction at all. I'll say Titian, you throw me an insight check. And this is on the specifics of your conversation.
All right. That's going to be an 18.
An 18, cool. You get the feeling that he's not ashamed about not telling you guys in the idea of like that you could have been attacked again. He's ashamed of making it in the first place. Okay. The idea that this would be something that had a specific like connection to what like based on everything that he said, it doesn't seem like there's been any indication of like why he would want what was in the box or why he would want Alyssa or why the thing would want Alyssa. That doesn't seem to connect with him at all.
Okay.
But it was many, many years ago.
I have a question. Going back to it feeds off of fear. With my connection to Codex and where he's from, does that draw any conclusions? Like, would Codex be involved in something like this? Probably not, right?
I think that's a very wide net you're casting. As what you know Codex's involvement in stuff is based in. I mean, he's honestly been pretty like silent about a lot of it, but like there's stuff with Karas, and that's about it. And you're nowhere near Karas. So, yeah. Let's say you could roll something to like kind of get like an idea of like what is Codex doing during all of this? Like that sort of like, does that seem to interest him?
Alrighty, let's see here. Well, I got a 7. What am I adding to it?
I would say probably investigation or insight, either one.
Alright, that's 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure. Seems silent. Sorry, the last comment. I just think it's really funny because Saren recently almost died to one of these things.
Well, don't do that. Don't die to these things.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Can I? It's okay if no, but can I try to notice? I think it might be insight. If he is looking at Alyssa at all, if he's noticing her, if he's got a particular weird kind of look when he looks at her, if at all.
Oh yeah, because he did like stop talking when he saw her earlier.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, if he doesn't seem to make the connection of why the snake would want her, I'm wondering if he knows.
Ooh.
Okay. So you're wondering if he knows, or you're watching his eyes. Give me one of the two.
Chelsea, am wondering if he knows. Anthe is watching his eyes.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Super duper, it's a 1.
Cool. You got it.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this. He's been looking at everyone pretty evenly. Like in a very like, honestly, kind of someone who's used to talking to a group of people and just like having that orator sort of like gaze.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a fight for us, I'll tell you that for sure. But, yeah.
I'm sure it was. It took a lot to go against creation in that. Unfortunately, those that were on the council during that time, only me and Basile remain.
What happened? What happened to the rest of the people on the council?
Time.
So, okay. So you and Basile just stay here nowadays, hanging out with the family? And...
The council has added new members since then, but we still have a lot of work to do in making sure that this community is continuing to thrive and grow as it has, as well as protecting the forest surrounding it.
And by the way, like out of character, I know I'm talking, but anyone else feel free to speak up too if you'd like to. I don't want to hog this whole conversation, but I'll keep asking questions until someone else does, I guess.
Green is, based on the conversation before, is just kind of like following Adim's lead and kind of like seeing what he's doing. So if Adim's calm, Green's calm, and I think Adim might be following.
Calm, but Adim is silent.
Right, like if like I like Green is there if Adim's there. If Adim, yeah, whatever. So
I am curious, Joe. You never answered my question.
I did.
Or did you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Check your Discord.
Oh, you didn't tell me to. I'm usually watching.
Always have it open, guys. I might message you at any point in time.
I only have so many screens. So.
So who's on this council now? Are they here or?
Yes, of course. There are 5 of us now. One is currently out, I guess you could say, on a sabbatical. Most of us druids have a way of getting rather antsy when feeling not needed. And to be honest with you, this council is the people have been doing very well to take care of themselves.
Does Riley have anything to do with any of this?
Unfortunately, no. She is tethered where she is, but she has provided wisdom where she can. Her origins are that of the Feywild, of which possess a very different understanding of rules.
Hold on. Out of character. Did we know Riley was from the Feywilds?
I don't know.
We know she's a dryad, which is kind of wildish.
I'll say if Jack knows, yes, you guys know. Because because Jack pays attention to this campaign.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Not Monday.
I didn't think you were insulting me. It's okay.
Not Monday at all. Just this one.
Just Tuesday.
Just Tuesday. There's a Monday game.
Krisha's just gonna absently I don't think she realizes she's speaking until it's out of her mouth, but she just goes, like what? Like what kind of rules that they have that are different?
I don't know if that's something you would have to ask them. It's not my world or where I live in.
Adim does speak up after that, and he says, well, going back to the world you do live in, that's the whole story? You're not omitting something like you did last time we met? Because that would be
As
a
I s-
tragic mistake.
I hope you are not thinking about threatening me in my own home.
Threatening you? I would never. Abandoning you? Definitely.
I understand emotions regarding this. I've had to make several choices in my lifetime that have not been easy. What you perceive to be true or not true is completely up to you, but trust me when I say this. I've made choices for the good of the people here, and I will never waver from that.
Speaking of making choices good for the people and of Riley, we have a bit of a timetable to Cape. We are headed back to Mir to try and help them again. Riley said that she'd be in if we can do it quickly. Would you be able? Are you still okay to help us, or? Sorry, not to be brash or blunt. Just
he looks right at Adim and he goes, "Of course. As I said, I'm in your debt."
Adim is clearly not looking at him right now. Making a point of not. That was Adim is. If anybody knows Adim in this group, Adim is now done.
You mentioned that your council is getting a bit antsy because the people here are caring for themselves quite well. Do you think perhaps they could help the people with me restart?
You mean like leave them here?
Perhaps or relocate.
That sounds like a great idea.
Bringing them here is not a terrible idea, but it is something that would require time and preparation. We have rooms and beds for handling the occasional runaway that happens to come across our midst, or that we shepherd in. An entire village may be a trifle more difficult. I'm not saying no, I'm just explaining.
Is there anything we could do to help move things along? I don't have the ability to make beds appear out of thin air, but if there's something we could do.
I can bring it up with the council tonight and see what they say.
I mean, I don't want to speak for all of us, but I think whatever we can do, we promised Mia help, and despite the extended timeline, we do intend to keep that promise. So whatever we can do, I'm willing to.
Roll me a persuasion check with a little bit of the stank that you put on the end of that. I'm willing to.
All right, we've been kind of hit or miss tonight. Oh, yeah. I think it's plus a billion.
Plus a billion, yay.
Plus a billion. 25.
25.
Yeah.
You're right. That is... I do admire your fortitude on seeing things through and helping others, and that is what we are here to do. It may be a lot of work in a short amount of time, but I will put my best foot forward in going before the council. There is, of course, if we are not able to come to a decision, then we move to a popular vote, which would be held right here where we stand.
Would it help if we came and spoke to the council? Or pled our case?
Perhaps some of you.
Does he look at anyone specifically when he says that?
It's just looking at Anthe.
What time is it now? Like morning?
Oh God, I have no idea.
I think it's
haven't
morning
thought about
because we
that.
woke up and then we came here.
Okay, great. It's morning.
Maybe mid-morning, yeah.
That's right. It was a
Okay.
couple hours to get there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like mid-morning,
Yeah,
probably
right.
about, I think like right around noon.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think timeline-wise. If we have to get there, do we stay and talk to them, or do we keep going and just check in later?
Are you asking
We
me in
have-
character or
Yeah,
out of
this
character?
is me. Oh, both, I guess.
It makes a difference. We have a place for you here that we have already started working on getting ready. It is up to you whether or not you choose to spend
what
at
it-
least a night.
For what it's worth, I'd much rather sleep in a bed than on the ground. Please tell me there's a bed.
There is a bed. It is
Great, I vote we stay
functional.
here.
I'm sorry, what was the rest of that? Just so...
She's gonna be so disappointed.
He
hammock.
said, I think Ianthe actually doesn't hear this part where he
No.
said it is functional.
Is it not the ground? I vote we stay here.
Okay. I mean, if that's what it's gonna take to help these people, then I guess we wait the day. Does that sound okay to everybody else?
Yeah, let's hang out.
I think you're just gonna like look at Adim and just mouth sorry. Just
Adim just shrugged, like, sure, he's not planning on attacking anybody or cutting into anything.
okay, then I guess we'll kind of just explore from here and let us know what we need to do.
Very well. If you are hungry, there is the treetop kitchen. My understanding, the soup of the day is tomato basil.
Awesome. Where is that exactly, and can I go right now?
And how much
Yes,
soup can I
you-
have?
That is a good point. I'll actually make sure that someone comes to you with a map, as it is rather difficult your first day to be able to walk through things. But the kitchen you cannot miss. It is a rather large facility that you can see from the outside. So follow this bridge here. You'll find it. May I ask one more thing before you leave? The things that I told you about happened a long time ago. Lifetime for some. I would venture a guess to say that most people here do not know what it took for this place to become what it is. I would like that to remain the case. I ask for your discretion.
Understood.
The dean remains noticeably silent.
I can be as discreet as you need. Just ask that guy's wife, and Green's gonna like start to head out.
Excuse me.
Kavish has an extremely blank look across his face. Whose wife?
Don't even. Trust me, there's no wife.
What Green's inferring is that he slept with either that man's wife and or that man, or maybe both. I don't know.
When you say slept, my understanding is the nomenclature has changed over the years since I've been in a city.
Yeah, fucked. He fucked. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And here I was gonna do a little show and tell, but I guess that works. Thanks,
Oh my
Fishy.
god.
Personally, I've never understood the confinements of monogamy, but to each their own.
We love a poly king.
Bro, he runs a place called The Family. Come on now.
Anyone can try.
All right. Listen, everybody doing their fanfic right now, that's not what I meant. That's not what the author meant.
The curtains were blue.
I feel like fan fiction takes liberties with the author's direction.
That's true. You're right. Well, actually, it's out of my hands.
I am the fanfic writer.
Sorry.
I'm
gonna keep that comment to myself.
If we're heading out and looking for things to do, Green wanted to find Bastille.
Sundo tea.
Look, I knew it was close. Okay, I was like,
What's
no,
that-
it's not
what's
the
that
music
one,
people.
The one song by Bastille.
Basil with an E. Bastille.
Bastille. Yeah, but it can backburner if someone has something more important.
Yeah, I think as you guys go to leave, one more thing, if I may. I'd like to speak to your druid alone for a moment.
Man, everyone wants to speak to the
Flattered.
druid by themselves.
I
That's what
think
Green
looks
says,
at it.
like walking out. Like,
Yeah, I did roll something for it, so I think looks at a DM and goes, "Of course, within clear view." You're muted, Jack.
Me?
He's looking at a dean with that?
he's at a loss for words.
Yeah, I think he gets an idea of like, okay, clearly you don't trust me or you have a problem with me. Like,
Yes.
I'm saying you're a druid. I need to talk to alone, but you can certainly see me from afar.
A deem, I mean, I'll assume a deem notices that because he's not looking at maybe out of the corner of his eye. He looks like he was being addressed in that.
Okay.
And a deem just kind of shakes his head slowly and follows Green out.
Okay, you go. Does everybody leave?
Jet hangs closer than everybody else.
Okay,
Out of earshot, but enough to where, like, if anything happens, he's there. Let's say 90 feet.
You all could be 90 feet. That's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Like,
I probably would
he's
just
like,
ask
it's
Trisha,
it's.
like,
This is actually something I
Alright.
want to make sure that I'm very clear on this too. Like, especially in this area where you guys are at, like, openness is very much the theme here on things. Like, even with like the idea of like when you look at like the houses and all those other things, like they have like blinds for doors, and that's it. Like, so it's very like it's very
Sounds like where Fisher grew up.
yeah, it's very open, and the area that you're currently at is just a giant amphitheater sort of thing. Like, it's, if you guys walk 90 feet away, you can clearly see them.
Everybody go back to your like summer camp days.
Yes,
Think about like
but in the treetops.
Called bottom bunk.
Titian is beelining for soup right now.
Okay, Titian's gone. Do you think Titian is leaving the party to go to soup?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm at soup.
He is leaving
like that
whoever's
choice.
not
Y'all got
walking
this
fast enough.
I like that choice.
Deem is going to
I'm at
where
the
they
soup
are
store.
processing the water.
Say that one more time.
A demon is going where they're processing or collecting the water.
Okay, that is a whole because that's okay where they're processing it. Yeah.
I
Okay,
doubt they
cool.
did it, but this level.
Yeah, that's actually you. So we'll say actually kind of like Titian and Deem are walking close by for the longest time, and then they split off. I'd say that's probably pretty close to where that kitchen is.
Okay.
Cool. I think you did say you wanted to kind of pull Prisha aside.
I would have just checked with her. Are you okay? Do you want us to stay close by?
Yes.
All right.
Please.
Of course.
If Bessiel is close by, if she's in the area, obviously I'll
She's
stay.
not.
I just didn't remember if she was there or not. But
She's not. Yeah, she's gone.
then Gria's gone too.
Okay. Now, when you said close by, do you mean 90 feet?
Yeah.
Prisha, do you also mean 90 feet when you say close by?
Sure. Whatever. Trust Ianthe.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
I'll just be over here. Just scream if you need me.
That is so uncomforting.
Scream
Just
if you
say
need
that.
As Jet walks away, he's gonna look at Prisha and do the hand motion that he does whenever he casts Vortex Warp, and goes about 90 feet away.
She's gonna nod like she understands that. Okay.
He's just gonna go stand with Ianthe, and they're just gonna awkward silence as he just stares. As he's gonna try to read lips from 90 feet away and completely fail the whole time.
Nice.
Okay. Roll something here. So who's staying?
I am.
Sure.
Is that it?
I think it's just Jet and Ianthe.
Yeah,
Jet and Ianthe,
Jet
got
and Ianthe are staying kind of close.
Sorry, we're not
Three of us
better
versus
friends,
Kavish
but
will be
soup.
great.
Sorry. Sorry.
At no point would I think that Prisha outranks Soup.
Yeah, Prisha.
I would be remiss.
Prisha, roll me a death saving throw. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding,
Oh
guys.
my god, scared
I
the
was
shit
ready.
out
I've got advantage. Let's go.
Scared the hell out of me.
I'm just checking one thing to see if. Yeah, druids are funny, man. What they get and what they don't get.
Mm-hmm. Druids are funky.
You mean fungi?
Fungi.
I mean, could
While
be.
while Joe looks this up, Green's just gonna message Riley and let her know that hi, we're a little bit of a day delay meeting with Kavish to see if he can help with the plan again too. Update you later. Because I know her timeline was short, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it on the list, so he's not going to do it. Okay. So, Kavish and Prisha, you guys are alone with Jet and Ianthe standing 90 feet away. Kavish has been warm and welcoming to many of the members of the party during this. So when he turns to you and gets noticeably colder, if you pardon the pun, it's noticeable, I guess is the best way to put that. I would like to know why something that has tricked death is walking with these people.
Your assumption is wrong. I did not trick death. I was called by it. And she's going to kind of jut her chin forward a little bit indignantly.
What we are called to do here is to be born, to live, and to pass on from this plane. You are existing outside of that, and therefore you are existing outside of everything that I hold dear. So choose your words very carefully as I asked you a question.
I'm protecting the girl. She is young. They need help.
Why?
If they did not tell you, it is not my place.
If you're not willing to tell me why you are protecting this living creature, then I'm afraid your place is not here.
I did not come here to... I did not come here to... I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm just passing through.
Roll me a persuasion check.
$21?
Nice.
I don't want to be separated from the party for a session.
Oh no.
I'm so scared.
Very well. I think it clear to explain to you that what gives you life, whatever spirit or deity that has allowed you to pass through the gates untouched, is not welcome among my people. Whether you be prophet or harbinger, your flock is not here. Do we understand each other?
Yes.
Very well. Rest and find peace, however you can. And he walks off. You all see Priscia's like shoulders just kind of go to like a. Alyssa, I think, is with you. Ianthe is, as she goes. What's going on?
I'm not sure. I think maybe they're just talking about like weird druid things. I don't know. Jack, can you read anybody's lips?
Oh,
Jet's
God.
eyeballs are like slits. He's desperately trying, but he
Jet
doesn't know
doesn't have-
how. So he's just like,
God.
I think he said something about flecks of gold. I don't
there's
know.
gold
It's
in my
kind of
head.
weird. I know that they kind of like, normally from what I've read, druids are more nature and life, and Priscia's kind of like the other half of that coin, right? Like, the cycle of life. So I think they're just having a moral disagreement. It's like if you go to one college for this type of magic, like conjuration, and then somebody that's evocation, right? Evokers are going to say, well, we have the most powerful spells, but conjurers are going to say we can make little. And he just goes off on a tangent.
I would say, at what point does
on
Ianthe tune out? Yep.
Moral disagreement is when you lost her.
Yeah, I love it. I also think it's really funny to me, the idea of Jet not being able to say, like, I don't know how to do something. It's just a, like, I'll give it my best shot. Here's what I know. Yeah. I like
Right. Yeah. Something like that. So, I don't know, maybe some sort of moral discussion. I don't know. Seems okay.
I think after Kavish leaves, I think Priscia was standing when everybody left, like standing to meet him. And I think as soon as her shoulders slump, she just kind of sits down in the amphitheater. I don't think she's like going anywhere for a minute.
Cool. Ianthe, you hear a like small kind of like scream from Alyssa as she's been like holding your hand. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you okay?
Me?
Ianthe, you look down to where she's holding your hand.
Yeah.
You see a black spot on it.
Oh no.
But your hand feels fine, as if... Alyssa seems to think that she burnt your hand.
It's okay. I'm all right. It was an accident. I'm
But
fine.
I burnt your hand, and in a very specific spot, right in the center.
Right. That's okay. That's okay. Because you know who's really good at healing things is Ewolf. So he'll patch it up for me. I'll be all right. It's okay. Just
Okay.
okay. You okay? What was going through your mind just now?
Oh, Priscilla just looks so sad, and I feel like the fire guy made her sad, and I just got really mad, and I think I burnt your hand.
Oh no.
Do you want to go talk to her?
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, well, now...
Titian said it. I heard him say it.
Just blame it on Titian.
Bro, I thought it was me. I was like, oh shit.
Probably was. Probably both.
Titian said it in a very recent
Titian said
conversation
it in like
today.
the past 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That's Titian. Bad influence on kids. Yeah.
I think as like are Ianthe and Alyssa coming toward Prisha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when Prisha heard Alyssa scream, like her little yelp, she probably would have stood up and like looked over, but like realized Ianthe had it in hand and probably just wouldn't have moved. So like
Give me a
when you
perception
guys
check.
come over, nat 20 for a total of 27.
Give me a religion check with advantage, please.
Oh snap. I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Did you have advantage?
So not only have you rolled 2 nat 20s in a row, not technically, but essentially, and there was a nat 1 in there. Cool.
And I used
Awesome.
3 different dice, but oh my god.
I'm not sure what.
Okay, so no, I mean I had advantage, so that's a nat 20. For a total of 23.
Well, first thing,
That is impossible.
you definitely saw like Alyssa pointing to Ianthe's hand.
Mm.
And 90 feet's pretty far. But a nat 20 is a nat 20. You see a black mark on her hand extending out almost like in like a veiny sort of. I don't think you see the veins because that's just crazy. But like you see it's not like perfectly cylindrical or perfectly circular. You also get the sense that Ianthe is infected with something.
Oh, I don't like that.
I have
something
a question.
that with a nat 20 you don't know what is.
Oh, cool. That's my favorite kind of thing to be infected with.
Mm-hmm. Ianthe, by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, it was your right hand.
Okay, same hand that the previous mark was on? Or different hand? I have one on each hand now?
Same hand. Nope.
Same hand. Okay. Was the old mark still there, or did that go away?
That went away.
Oh, I really don't know.
Remember, you did a whole full. It was either Great Restoration or Remove Curse.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aaron did it for you.
Oh, that infection is back?
Did it ever go away?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought it was the one that Alyssa already burned me with. Do I have that one still?
Mm-mm. Probably.
Okay. Okay, so knowing that, would I recognize that this infection is back?
It looks awfully familiar. And I think the idea of like the trauma of what happened with that is probably still, like Chelsea doesn't remember. But I imagine just Ianthe would. It's up to you.
No, she doesn't remember. Chelsea doesn't remember. No, Chelsea doesn't remember. I think instinctually she just kind of keeps her hand like tucked, and she's like, I don't think I should touch anything right now.
Okay. You guys are still 90 feet apart from each other. Who's coming to who?
Jet would, as soon as like Prisha had slumped and like took a knee or whatever, Jet would have started slowly walking that way, and then he would have heard Alyssa scream, and he would have turned around and he would just look back and forth like the Spider-Man meme of just like pointing at which one he's gonna go to.
Okay.
And hi is Prisha. He's gonna walk towards Prisha slowly.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're going that way too.
We're all convening at the middle of the amphitheater. Hi. As everyone like kind of converges, just hi.
Everything okay? And just gonna reach down one of his claws to offer to help you stand up.
She'll take it. She'll grab a claw and yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
Druidy stuff.
I'm gonna roll an insight on that, please.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Do I need to make a deception, or is it just really obvious?
Yeah, up to you. I'd say like something like that. Like I would say like you use your own like sense of judgment there on that.
It's a 24.
Or you can ask. You can always ask actually.
Nice. Well, I did roll, and it would have been a non-natural 20, so you still beat me out.
Nice.
Just druid things. Or is there something else you wanted to talk about? Share with us?
She's gonna look down at Alyssa and smile. No, I think I'm okay for now. We should talk later, though.
Are you sure?
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Anthony didn't really yell at me, so I'm just gonna say it again. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. She repeats.
Oh. Now, he is a friend. So and he's being very kind and letting us stay here. So maybe we keep that in mind before they throw us out of these very tall trees.
Well, that's fine. You shouldn't have been mean to our friend.
Yeah, I mean, your mom didn't make Prisha cry.
Prisha hasn't
I guess
met
your
my
mom didn't. Yeah.
I had not met.
Would your mom
No.
act the same way to Prisha?
No,
Wait.
probably not.
Does your mom have a habit of making people cry?
I mean, she's my mom. She's made me cry tons of times, but I'm definitely not the person to ask.
Yes, that's fair.
Who's hungry? Who wants to go get some lunch?
Me?
I'm okay. But I'll go with you.
Let's go find something to eat and maybe go explore a little bit.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
Twitch.
All right, before we do, listen to me, all of you. These people are being very kind. They're being very hospitable. We are going to be nice to them. And we are not going to tell them more information than they need to know. Right?
And we're not gonna break things, right?
We are not going to break things. Or set
I
things
can
on
promise
fire.
one of those things.
If you promise all of them, I'll give you the last of this pastry. And he goes into his bag and he pulls out a chunk of pastry. It's probably
Okay.
nasty by now.
I think Alyssa looks at it and goes, "What was the soup?"
I don't even remember. Let's go find out.
Okay. Cool. We'll say you guys kind of like head off.
Well, I will say I'm gonna like follow everybody, but kind of hang back. Did Ewolf stay with me?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna grab him.
I need to find a healer. Now.
Okay. What? The burn mark on your hand?
I don't think it's a burn mark. And this is nothing against you. I do not want you to touch this.
I think... What's going on?
I'm not really sure. I've had a mark like this before, and it was not great. No, don't touch it.
As I say, yeah, that's exactly what you...
Yeah, nope.
Okay, I think you said find a healer. I'm... Okay, yeah, I get it. Magic, right. Okay. Yeah, why... I mean, Kavish is like a druid, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Kavish, of course. Come on.
Okay. He went, like, this way somewhere. I don't know. So that means you are splitting from the party.
Yep.
Cool. You got it.
I'm trying not to panic, everybody.
And you're not taking Alyssa with you. You're leaving Alyssa with Jet and Prisha.
Yeah.
Prisha, it's your job to look after Alyssa.
I haven't been doing a great job.
Well, now's your chance to either sink or swim, so let's find out.
I love the idea of like, you're going to leave me with this child?
It's more that you're going to leave the child with me.
Fair. Cool.
I'm
all right.
I'm hoping this will be a quick fix, and then we'll catch up.
You got it. That is typically how I run things. Usually just a quick fix. Cool. So we will kind of switch off to now the party is split into 3. Where's Green again?
He is off trying to find Basile.
Okay. Interesting. I know where I'll put you then. Cool. So Adim and Titian, Green, you're going to be kind of like joining with them for a little bit, and then you're going to kind of break off. So Titian and Adim, you guys are walking together over the bridge. It's an RP moment there if there's something you guys wanted to do. Because it's just going to take probably, I don't know, 5 minutes, honestly. Or do you think Titian's just like food, man? Don't talk to me.
I mean, Titian's a little bit like food, but like he's not like he's not an idiot. Like, I mean, he's dumb, but he's not an idiot. Hey, Adim.
Jack stepped away for a second.
Oh, okay. Green's here.
Oh, shit. So Green. Scale of 1 to 10, how do you think that went?
1 being a complete shit show and 10 being fucking awesome. 5.5.
5 is like an awesome shit show, or like what is?
No, it's kind of in the middle. It's could have gone worse, could have gone better. You know that.
Dean, you're in this conversation as you guys are heading towards the. You guys are heading towards the giant tree cafeteria sort of thing, the soup line, and then Green's gonna break off here pretty soon.
I mean, it seems like he shared a lot with us. Didn't seem like it took much to get out of him, but
He didn't share everything.
What?
Seemed like he was holding back.
Is that something you picked? I didn't pick up on that. That's something you picked up on? Like, you think he didn't?
I mean,
What do y'all think?
I think he's definitely not proud of what he did, but I think he also
What are you laughing about, Korean?
I was like, cool. I am doing a terrible job at an Irish and slid into Australian for a second. I was like, all right,
That's okay. Ewolf was British for about 5 minutes,
Yeah.
so we're good.
No, I think he
And then-
was. Fuck, I can't do anything about Australian. Okay. I think he was a bit ashamed for not the kind of down under we're used to here, Green. But here we go. I think
Just
he's.
imagining Grian breaking.
Brandon, are we here in this conversation, or is it just you?
I think at this point you just walked.
Do you want
off.
us to? Do you, want, you know what? If you
I'll go this
say,
way.
if you like, you can see Basile right now. If you want.
Oh look, a goblin.
I guess the thing I just want Kavish to stay our friend. I guess I don't know.
Well,
Do you?
I don't know. When he glided over through a series of events way too easily, and I don't trust him. In certain respects, I don't think he's trying to hurt anybody here. I'm certainly not going to out and out attack him, whether we're in his home or not. But I don't trust him.
Do you trust him enough to help us?
I think he'll probably help the people of Mir.
I mean, he doesn't have. I mean, we're like Tishin's gonna look around a little bit. Like, there's no reason he would turn on us. Like, he doesn't know anything to turn on us, right? And Tishin's sort of like winking a little bit, but like keeping it cool.
You
Not
mean
as
like
far as we
accidentally
know.
creating an evil monster and setting it loose in the forest, but hiding from it by going up in the trees and then letting it run rampant through the forest so it attacks us, not telling us? That kind of turning on us, or do you mean something else?
Something else.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I guess I don't know. I just wanted a chance to check in with y'all about it. I don't know, but I wanted to yeah. It just seems like it's a big deal, and I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat a bunch of soup. I'm gonna go eat like so much soup.
Yeah, in this moment, you now hear like, okay, guys, you know how to do this. Just even line, right? Okay, so you're good here. Just take, okay. Kami, just stay still. Just stay still. I know you're very excited but just stay still. And in this moment, Grian, you see at kind of like sort of standing off to the corner in this place, you see Basile. Yeah.
I'll meet you guys if you guys need me. Just contact me. But I'm gotta go ask a person about a thing, and he's just gonna walk off. And I think there's a part of him that like Adim and Green have kind of not reconciled, but they've kind of like talked through what they're going through. But like Green and Tishin haven't really talked about anything, so I think there's kind of just like that. I'm gonna leave now, and
So it was like noticeably cold, is what you're saying.
not necessarily cold, but disengaged a little bit, I think.
All right. Well, then, I imagine Tishin's like, well, all right, there's Grian. That's weird. And he's going to turn around and probably see a demon's gone too, because there's something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the demon would be Demon's like, yeah. So now Tishin, you're alone in the line. Yeah.
Tishin is just going to go, more super for the Tishin. And he's just going to like give him one. That's it.
Beautiful.
I'll stretch the soup thing out as far as I can. Yeah.
Good. So now I think we're split into like 6. It's good. Sweet. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll handle the beginning for Grian, and then we'll go to Adim and then Tishin.
Okay. So like this finding Basile over yonder. Hi, Basil, was it?
Hi, yes.
Hi, I don't think we've formally met. Grian, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. How are you getting along? It's only been a few minutes. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's going okay. I guess we're gonna stick around a little bit longer. We're gonna be here for Kavish has to ask your council to see if more than him can just give us help with a rescue job, if that makes any sense.
Oh, well, asking the rest of the council would include me.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, heads up. We're on our way to rescue the people of Mir from the roar, and they just are going to need a place to stay and kind of trying to figure out where that's going to be.
Well, any household anywhere is welcome here at any time. You immediately, like, no insight check required. Mir, roar, nothing. Didn't
Cool.
seem to recognize what that meant at all.
I had a weird question, and I hope it's not too forward.
Oh. Okay.
I was wondering, and I do apologize for how this sounds. Do you know anything about the city of Anilduin?
Oh. Sorry, what was the question? I thought it was going to be something, and I'm
sorry.
You know,
no, totally. Same playing field. If you catch my drift, probably. I don't know you, but
you play in a field.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to come off as like, "Hey, are you doing anything later?" That's more of a something
I like
Kavish,
fields. Is that what you're? I don't know. What would we be playing in a field?
Baseball, probably.
What?
Yeah, it's a stick and a ball. It's don't worry about it.
Okay, sounds fun. Yeah. You tell me not to worry about it, but you're inviting me to play in a field with a stick and a ball.
It's pretty sure. Yeah, it's fine. My question was if you had heard. You can't just keep a straight face this session.
This season.
Season. Hey, baseball season, everybody. Damn it. My question was, do you know anything about the city of Anilduin? I hate to ask. I don't run into many elves, personally.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Is that a normal way to handle a conversation where you're from? Is it? Am I still invited somewhere? It's fine. No, okay. Well, if I knew anything about it, I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it now. So.
Okay. I mean, it's fair. I was born there, and I just can't seem to find my way back.
Is that still a thing? I did.
Oh.
Is that a...
Yeah, that's still a thing, yeah.
There's nothing in my eye.
Got it, yeah. Yeah, Yep. So, I mean, if you do think of anything and we need to just go somewhere quieter for it. Yeah.
For baseball?
No, if you heard anything about Anilduin and we could talk about it.
Right. Okay. I don't think I could say very much about it at all. here.
Got it. If you think of anywhere that you might be able to that isn't here, would you let me know?
Baseball sounds great. I would love that.
Great. Maybe before the meeting later?
Oh, we'll see. I'm kind of a... There's no junior members of the council, but if there was one...
I figured it might just go late. That's why I figured beforehand.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't expect... I'm kind of at their beck and call.
Beck and call. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lowest on the totem pole, if you will.
What is that? Is it a baseball thing?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I can't wait to discuss baseball at a point in time in a field with a stick and a ball.
Sounds great.
Okay. Is this a game that only has 2 people?
If it needs to only have 2 people, yeah.
Okay, great. I love games like that. I would prefer games like that.
Sounds great. Unless you want to play now.
Oh, I can't because I'm stuffed.
Okay. Well, we aren't probably going to be here past tomorrow, so if you want to play baseball at any point, I should be easy to find here.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. I will get my legs ready.
Sounds
Arms?
both, actually. It's a lot of running and a lot of arm.
I will get all my appendages ready for this.
Sounds great. And I think Green's gonna just like back off and be like, I will talk to you later.
Okay. Great. Actually, she's... Okay, great. Oh, wait. Shut up. Okay. Sorry. Yep.
No.
You see her walk off as you walk off. You see there is a very old looking, an old, very, very, old looking, we'll say halfling. I think it makes sense. Just like balding, but like has like the hair on the sides kind of like extends down. The side as you walk by, he just kind of gives you like, nice. Goodbye. The old baseball trick.
I mean, I'm a lot more pitcher catcher, but yeah.
Do you have any idea how old I am? I can't keep this hand up long. Just bump it. There he is.
Yep.
So what's your story? Yeah. So what's your story? Oh, you're leaving. Okay. Cool. I don't know if I feel the need to say this at all, but Brandon, the awkwardness was not just on your end. Basile is historically very awkward.
No, I figured I'm like, well, this is yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. For anybody wondering, go watch some old Mongoose Crew. Sweet.
I just love that these druids are a bunch of homeschool kids.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm having an existential crisis because this is what talking to Prisha is like.
What is baseball? Do I need... Okay, I'll warm up my legs for it. Cool. All right. So then we are going to Adim. Adim, as you head over to the kind of like sort of like water treatment or area, which is just truly just you as you get over there, you notice that it's very rudimentary. It's just it looks like there's a basin of water that seems to kind of like slowly drain out to other sort of places that as you watch like this pipes, but they're really just like hollowed out vines that seem to have been extended out, and like bamboo shoots that have like seem to like extend out into different sort of areas around the village. But up above, you see that like there's you see an older female human, say like kind of like just white hair, kind of it's kind of like tied up in the back. You see her kind of just like pulling this extremely long rope set of like water pails that have kind of collected water and are coming up. Hello.
My dog hits my desk and moves my mouse, so I can't find where it is.
Hello. I haven't seen you here before.
On my level she is, or higher? I wasn't quite clear in your description.
What do you mean level? Like how tall she is?
No, like, is she staying on the same, like, are our feet on the same level, or is she higher than me?
Yeah, I'd say you're kind of like walking, it's like kind of this like sort of like roundabout, it's at the back of, it's starting out in the back of the like outside of the trunk of this like kind of like cafeteria sort of area. So it's this like essentially rope bridge platform, but I'd say it's a little bit more sturdier as these planks of wood have been like dug into the sides of the tree.
Okay.
But yeah.
So when she says that, Dean looks notably surprised because he wasn't coming here to talk. But he turns around and says, "Yes, I'm passing through. I'm a dean."
Understood. Well, I'm Thelma. Nice to meet you.
I grab the rope and start helping her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No need. Appreciate it. We all have jobs around here, so this is mine. I appreciate the help, but I'm certainly here if you said passing through.
Yes, and so since I'm passing through and using your hospitality, can I help in any way? If not pulling the rope in some other way?
A DM roll me an insight check.
Insight, okay. $12.
So she's going to be like saying some things, but you kind of get the idea that like it was bordering offensive to take the rope from her, not because of any like sort of like.
I wasn't taking it. I was just putting my hands above her.
Yeah. I mean, like, and it wasn't like any like sort of like genderfied sort of thing. You just get the idea like there was like it's specifically kind of like you like pulled up a corner of like something that you don't really know what's going on about. But she does say I rolled a nat 1 too, by the way. So like that was like the like, but she's supposed, we all have very specific jobs here, and it's part of a sense of pride in the community for us to be doing our job. So I appreciate your help, but I believe, I mean, if there's anything specific for you to do, that means someone's not doing their job, right?
That would make sense from what you've said. All right, well, thank you. I will take a seat where I can see what's going on with the water, because even though
cool.
you described it as rudimentary, Adim's used to being in it, not seeing it delivered places. Right. So he opens up his book and starts sketching it. I do want to be clear, if anyone looks at the book, although I am making notes in Primordial, I'm not stating where it is, and I'm not putting anything other than the items that are holding the water.
Okay.
I'm literally doing didn't know they could do this with water. Is this how it happens? I thought they got it from rivers, and so if someone's like, what are you doing? Are you giving away your secrets or something? I'm like, not really. Like,
Yeah, I think so. What she says is she sees you kind of like John. Oh. Make sure you get my good side, huh?
I'm not very good at drawing people. I fear I wouldn't do you justice, but I will. Thank you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. What makes you say you're just passing through?
Because I'm just passing through. I'm not sure how to answer that question.
Fair enough. I understand. You know, I came here about 20 or 25 years ago at this point. And, you know, I kind of felt the same way. I was just going to be here for time. I think, you know, week, month maybe, to get away from, a not great situation. And I came to love it here, so not to challenge you or anything, but if I happen to see you in a week, I won't say anything.
All right. One never knows. Joe, 2 questions. 1,
yes.
Do I recognize her face from the circle in my vision? And 2, is Kavish's age about 20 years older than the vision? Was she here when that happened?
You do not recognize her from the vision. Good question.
Okay.
Kavish looked noticeably younger, but you get the idea from his conversations and what he was talking about. Kavish does not seem to age as a human would.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm saying with all that, it's hard to tell years based on that vision.
Okay. Joe, I literally came here to be quiet and see how the water worked.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I think there's certain points where eventually she starts to get the idea of like, okay, not much of a talker, that's totally fine, and then she kind of continues to kind of do what she was doing.
Yeah. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not drawing her. I'm purposely not drawing people. I'm not drawing the location where we are. I'm not even writing about it in Primordial. I am not trying to do anything bad to this location. I'm curious how the water is being brought to and from and what's going on. And, you know, I probably am making like a picture of the buckets coming up and the rope is able to be pulled by one person. Things like that.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh. Nat 20.
Nice.
Don't know why.
What a crazy thing to roll nat 20. Cool.
There it is.
Here's what I can tell you. This is the worst nat 20 you've ever rolled. Here's what I can tell you. There is another figure that you can see about maybe like 50 feet below that's actually like helping with the like the process there. So you like over time you kind of like see that, or she would tell you either way. Also, you do not see any shenanigans whatsoever. You don't see like anything like mixed in with the water or like anything with that. Like you're 100% certain that in the process of it being kind of extended out, that it is just river water.
I appreciate that, but a Deem wasn't even going there. Like a Deem wasn't.
I gotta give you some with a nat 20, so that's what I'm giving you.
Yeah. What I will do is as I start becoming more comfortable, just nonchalantly, because there's probably splashes here and there, nonchalantly, just out of habit, the splashes splash out and go back into the water. So like everything near me, the water's just staying where it belongs. There's like no more excess. There's no waste. And I'm just drawing.
I love that so much.
Not even controlling with my hand, just like, and like because of that, my tattoos are probably slightly glowing gold, just a little bit.
Cool.
You know, just like, and I'm just drawing, and it's just happening.
Yeah. In this scene, you see her as she's like pulling up. She notices that, looks back at you, but doesn't say anything. She seems surprised, impressed. But yeah.
I can help this way. No one's doing this job. Anyway,
if you called it out on that, she might have been like, please don't. But I think the idea,
you just like
cool.
Natural water, put it to there. They were trying to collect it. They need water to survive. Blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea, just for a Dean's curiosity. It's just something a Dean's not happy with what's going on. He's finding the closest thing he can to a happy place, which is drawing his book and finding water.
Cool. Cool. We're going to cut over to Titian. As you see an interesting looking figure, like kind of like a gray skin, pretty tall, not taller than Titian, but pretty tall and like kind of like bulky looking. You notice like a very like kind of like bulbous sort of like pinkish nose. That's like slightly upturned, and you notice ears that seem to be kind of like coming down a little bit. As you see this figure going, bread.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Bread.
Thank you.
And gives you a piece of bread.
Perfect. Hey, friend, what is the soup record?
Like how many times a day have we had soup?
No. What's the most amount of soup anyone's ever eaten at one time here?
Oh, well, everybody gets the same amount because we're all sharing. And
No. But what's the most that anyone's ever eaten soup in one sitting here?
everybody is tied for first place.
No. All right. I'm about to set that record if you'll let me, though. I've had nothing but road snacks for the past
roll me a
weeks.
persuasion check.
All right. I don't know why I want to do that. That's not that great. Persuasion? It's not too bad. 15?
Cool. Sorry, son. I hear your sob story. We all have some story of where we came from, and it was all awful.
Have you ever heard of the soup rings in Hosmal?
Mm.
The Hosmalian soup rings? The
Buddy, I have one job. I have one job, and that's to get bread and to move you along to the soup guy.
Oh, you're not even the soup guy. All right, I'll go.
I'm not even the soup guy. Yeah, go talk to him. Yeah, that's good. Yep, great.
All right. Hi,
You come up to this like calico looking like sort of tabaxi. As soon as you walk up with same portion. You want it or not?
Yeah, fine. I'll take it. Shit.
God.
Here. Titian is very dejected. He feels very let down. He wanted to eat a lot of soup today.
Welcome to the family. Next. As you sit down, I assume you go to sit down.
Yeah. I'll go find a spot that is... I'm assuming this is cafeteria style?
Mm-hmm.
So Titian will go find a spot that is by himself intentionally, because he doesn't know anybody here.
Okay. You got it. You feel as you go to sit down by yourself, like in the meantime, we also see Grian like kind of like walking by, like slightly off camera here, after just fist bumping an old halfling. As you go to sit down, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you see this rather old kind of like sort of like eyes a little bit sunken in this like little like kind of like tufts of hair, but noticeably a turtle, green skin. That's just kind of has a little bit of a sag to it. And you see like how she's holding her shell is a little bit just like further forward. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
I just want you to know that I have soup, and you can have it if you like.
Oh, I don't need your. I'm
No,
fine.
that's
I don't
okay.
need your soup.
That's
no,
all right.
I just, no.
That's all right. It's totally fine.
I'm not gonna take your soup. I was more where I come from. It's not a big deal. Never mind. Forget it.
Where you come from, when an elderly person offers you something, do you not take it there as well?
No. We have it's a whole thing. You have to act like you don't want it, and then you have to really kind of give up a little bit of a thing, and then like,
Oh,
no,
okay, I see. Yes. No, please, by all means, please please
I
take
can't.
this soup.
No,
I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna scooch it. I'm gonna scooch it closer to where your soup is, and then I'm going to walk away.
Well, why don't you at least sit with me for a little bit, for a second, I guess, and
Okay. I'm gonna bring my bench over because I haven't broken this one, and well, there's a thing that see, after a while, you as walking as one like myself that.
Tishian's gonna help her get her bench and like set it up, I guess. Yeah.
No, I can't. Get your hands off. I'm just kidding. Help me, please.
All
No,
right,
thank
fine.
you. Okay, all right. I know this one doesn't break. She sits on it. I'm going to roll a deck save for her. That's a 5. She breaks it.
Can I give her a 4? I want to give her +4 to help keep it stable.
DC's 10. I like it. But yeah, she still breaks. Oh! Oh, it was a different. This is a funny joke. Can you help me up? Do I have to ask for this every time? Can you just help me up? Thank you.
Here you go.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Oh, so
I'm just gonna stand.
Tishian will stand with her. All right, yeah, I'm standing. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your name?
I'm Alendra.
Alendra, hi, Alendra. I'm Tishian. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So,
Like soup, Tishian?
I love soup. Love soup. Soup is awesome. But
I try to, there's we obviously have a way of doing things here, and as it's different for other people that are from other places, and I understand that, and honestly, and I've mentioned this several times to those in power that maybe we're a little bit, maybe a little bit more relaxed on how we go about explaining how things go around here. So I'm very sorry that you had to deal with that.
No,
You look like someone that might need more soup than the average, than him over there, and points to the old halfling.
I gotta be honest with you. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun. It's been a minute, and I just wanted to like chill and hang out, and whatever. Eat about 3 gallons of soup, but I think the thing, it's all right. Like it's perfect fine, but
have you gone to the rope swing? How young are you?
No, I have not gone to the rope swing yet.
There's a rope swing. You'd like it.
I think. What?
A lot of the kids really love riding on it.
Oh, you said that you talked to those people in power. Like, what is that like? Like, are they nice here? Are they mean here? Like, what? I'm getting the vibe that it's pretty cool and chill over here, but like, some parts have to suck, right?
Well, it's honest. I've been here for about maybe 10 years, and they've been very kind to me. I mean, maybe just because of the old part of me, but I don't. Everywhere has that one thing, sure. But I will say I've very much liked my time here, and my grandson has loved it here, positively loved it.
You're not here alone. How did you end up here?
Well, I rolled my way over from the sea and just found I made it here like everybody else. How did you make it here?
You're a saltwater turtle. I get you now. No, I just.
It's a very personal question.
I mean, I'm not trying to pry. Please don't take. I mean, no offense. I'm so sorry. I just was wondering. I'm just trying to learn. I'm just kind of passing through. We came here because we kind of got lost in the woods, and then we, kind of got led here a little bit, and we're just staying for a little while. But it just seems so nice. I just want to learn more about it. You said everywhere has this one thing. Is What's the one thing here?
Well, they let in everybody.
Oh, do they let in? Are there some bad people they let in?
I don't mean it like that. I'm not, I mean, some people you look at them and you're like, oh, I don't know, but I don't, I don't judge with that. It's just the idea that you. Yeah,
is this turtle wearing a red hat by any chance?
there's a moment where you're like,
Jesus.
But she does pull back a little. Well, wait, I mean, I don't mean like that. I just said, I like to be proven wrong a lot on that. But it's the people that
Sure.
People that think that they're better than everybody else.
Sure. Yeah. No. Well, thank you for the soup. It's been it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go now, Grandma, and
you haven't had any of the soup.
I'm gonna take it over here and have it. I appreciate
You're gonna take both bowls of soup. How are you gonna?
No, I'll
eat the
I'll
both.
stay.
I'll tell you,
I'll stay here with you.
Because you were so brazen with asking how I got here. I guess I can tell you the whole story. And Titian, you are now stuck in an old person story on how she got here. And I go ahead and roll a DC 25 on it being boring.
Do I take a level of exhaustion if I fail this concept?
If you roll on that one, you take a level of exhaustion. Yeah. Did you roll on that one?
Yeah.
Did you take a point of exhaustion? Oh my god, I love it. As you hear the most boring story that has to be kind of retold from the beginning several times. I'm gonna be very clear on this. Eventually, Ianthe, Ewolf, and Jet are going to get here in line and are going to get food and purposely sit away from you because they see how physically hurt you are from this conversation that you cannot get out of.
He's never met this woman before, and yet he's heard this story 4 times already.
Yes, from the beginning, 4 times.
If Titian can make eye contact with anybody, you're just gonna see a help me.
Yeah,
like, the help me eyes from him. But yeah, otherwise I'm just here. Y'all,
beautiful.
Hey, y'all have fun for the rest of the session because I'm here.
Amazing. Cool. With that, we will say Ianthe and Ianthe and Ewolf are going to follow.
We're going to find Kavish.
Going to go find Kavish. Please roll me a survival check with advantage, as Ewolf's going to give you advantage.
Oh no.
Nah, you know what? No. Ewolf is I'll let Ewolf roll if you're good with that.
Yeah,
I'll say you roll, and I'll use Ewolf's thing. So yeah, you roll with advantage.
Okay, that's not bad. That was a 13. 13 on the die.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll something for Kavish. Okay. As you go to try to find Kavish, you saw the direction on where he was walking, and for a while, Ewolf is having to rely on his full ranger instincts, on being able to kind of like find, or excuse me, his full like archer hunter instincts, on trying to like find where to go. There is a myriad of like maze-like crisscross or directions that he could have possibly gone from here, and eventually you guys kind of catch up to him, but I'm gonna say with that survival check, because it destroyed his stealth. You see him, and he looks to be kind of like he's standing out on he's standing out on almost like a rope sort of staircase that is extending down, that looks to kind of go to what looks to be like some sort of like pulley system that could bring people down to the ground. I think like Ianthe instinctively like, oh, there he is, and like kind of like goes to like walk, and like Ewolf kind of like holds it back.
He's
And
right there. What are you doing?
Just what is that? And points out in the distance towards the ground, past this like sort of like this like area where you see like this kind of like fog that kind of like rolls in. You guys are high up. But this area seems to be extended up like it itself is probably on some sort of like hill. Or like kind of like mountainous sort of region. But there's this open sort of field. And we see this rather interesting array of stones set up in I've used this analogy before, but I'll use it again, in a very Stonehenge-like setting. Circled around what looks to be I'd say at first kind of like gives the idea of like a bonfire sort of look to it. But it's not lit. As you're staring at it, you see you're far enough away that you wouldn't have noticed this if you wouldn't have noticed the cave that is right across from this almost like altar-like bonfire. You see it begin to glow a very bright, kind of sickly looking green. This is what you see.
And where is Kavish at this point?
Kavish is about maybe like 30 feet off. He's like closer towards the area. Like you see that like kind of like pulley system that looks like it's actually designed to kind of go down to it.
Down to the cave?
Yeah, down to this area here.
Can I do like an Arcana check on this altar to see if I know anything about it? That's all I got.
Sure. Yeah, hold on, Arcana check.
That's pretty good. 20 total.
The 20 looking at the pillars around it. There's a sense of like almost like a religious sort of significance to it. But also this ritualistic sort of feeling. With a 20 staring at the center, you notice it's a weird place for a bonfire to sit, and it's not, stacked with wood or anything that would like make sense in the idea that like maybe it's like a ritual sort of dance sort of thing. I think like if you see any wood on there, it seems really low. That's what you get with a 20.
Is it giving like pyre vibes?
Possibly.
I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Yeah. Maybe we should back up slowly.
Or we
Or what?
hide and see what's going on.
I think we're like 100 feet up from the ground. All we have are rope bridges. I don't think, I mean, I could try and hold you under it, but I mean, he could probably see through the slats. Maybe we just back up and go.
Am I going to do the crazy thing? I'm going to do the crazy thing. Okay.
Do the crazy thing.
I'm going to do the crazy thing real fast. I'm going to have him wrap up my hand real fast. Careful not to touch it, but like wrap it up.
Okay, all right.
And then hold my hand and don't let go. And I'm going to subtly cast invisibility on the two of us.
Okay.
So it's going to be at a 3rd level, so that it's... Wait, no. Yeah, 3rd level.
You got it.
So I can get both of us.
I'm going to say I will give you, because you are invisible here, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to give you advantage on your stealth check, and I'm going to ask you to add +5 to it.
+5, okay.
But just to be clear, what I am rolling for Kavish is going to be his spell attack.
Oh no. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Oh no. 11.
That's including the +5?
Yes. It was real bad.
Okay. See Kavish staring out. And you see as the cave kind of glows green, it seems to kind of go in and out. Almost giving a kind of almost Morse code vibe. And you see Kavish staring out in that direction and see him just give a simple nod. He turns back around. You hear him saying out loud, Basile, I need to see you about the dead one. Come find me at the amphitheater. He starts to walk, and as he takes 2 steps forward, he stops suddenly. And is staring in the direction of where you're at.
Oh no.
And with that, we're going to go to our 10-minute break. See you guys at 10. Okay. As we come back in, we find Ianthe and Ewolf invisible, but noticed somehow by Kavish, who is has set a flame to his hand and looks to be aggressive on the invisible figures that are in front of him. About, I think I said 30 feet away. So I'd say like he probably kind of closed into maybe like 25.
He's 25 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna drop invisibility.
Okay.
Sorry. It's me.
I think you were following me.
I didn't mean to. I needed your help with something. I didn't want anyone else to follow us, so I made us invisible while we came to find you.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Okay, we're back up to good rolls. 25.
Great. 11 was so bad having a +5 with advantage.
The dice said, this is going to be funny.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, 25. Okay, cool. You see him.
I'll also indicate or kind of gesture with my bandaged hand.
You kind of you see him start out something that you haven't really noticed on his face and seeing him. He looks hurt. At the beginning of that, of seeing that, assuming that you were following him in secret. But with that 25, all right. I just saw you minutes ago. Your hand. What happened?
It's a bit of a story. So some time ago, I accidentally got a curse on my hand. And we fixed it. And then just now, it seems the fix stopped working. I'll take the bandage off, and it's back. And the last person who fixed it for me was a great healer. I was hoping you might know of something you could do or someone who could help.
You're not supposed to be in this area. I will help you. Let's head back to the amphitheater.
Right. I won't say anything.
What did you see?
Nothing. Police that went down to the ground.
Roll me a deception check. It's definitely a separate check.
Yeah.
Seriously, we're doing good tonight.
Good. What'd you get?
Natural 19 for a 24.
Okay. I have. Yeah, actually, no. Sorry. No. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. We'll say tie goes to you. He also rolled a 24. Also rolled a 19 too.
Hey.
It's crazy that it's. Oh, I didn't put any proficiency in insight. Yep. All right. Weird.
Homeschool kid takes things at face value.
Takes things at face value, I guess. Yeah. Nature. All right.
We just walked up when you were coming back this way, and I tripped over a rope. So that's absolutely my fault. But
so why are you saying that you're not going to say anything if you didn't see anything?
Just about coming back here. I won't tell anyone I was back here. Will we, Ewolf?
No. I'm just worried about her hat. I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Oh, sorry, Kavish. This is Ewolf. This is my This is Ewolf.
Sticks out a hand. Ewolf kind of gives you a weird look and like might have been like a little concerned about that, but as he takes Kavish, says, "Wow, that's really warm." Yes. Oh, okay, that's normal. Okay, sorry, that was weird. Never mind. Sorry. And we'll say like you guys kind of like come back to.
Yeah.
Looks at your hand. Yes, go for it.
Can I do, as we're walking, I just want to do one last like little glance behind me. Is anybody else there? Do I see anybody else?
No one else is there.
No one else is there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't see any like necessarily like off limits sort of sign or anything like that. But there's a weird sort of moment of like something that I haven't really been able to like showcase on the idea of like Ewolf. Ewolf has a pretty damn high survival check. So there's the like there's a point of like impressiveness to him that has got you into this.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah. But yeah, he looks at your hand. Interesting. I could possibly handle this in the morning, but there's not much I can do about it right now. When did it start appearing again? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just totally forgot that I forgot to put Kay back in. I'm so sorry. Kay, feel free to message me that. My bad.
I thought you just like walked away for a second.
I'm
No,
dumb.
it's fine. Just been here listening.
I first came up however long ago we were under the mountain. What, a few weeks, few months? However long ago that was. That was when it first appeared. And then just now when you were telling us about the creature that we're not talking about, it came up again.
I'm specifically not mentioning Alyssa because I don't know what he knows, and I don't want to reveal more than I should.
Yeah. I do not mean to pry. I assume anyone that you trust in your adventures, you trust in all things, but the Satyr. How long have you been with them?
This came long before Prisha came with us. No, this had nothing to do with her. This
But you
was
said recently came back.
Yes, just now. Very recently. But I wasn't anywhere near Prisha.
I'm gonna roll something for him. Okay.
I first got it when I sucked the life force from a sentient plant. I wonder if being near plants again. Not exactly an outdoorsy girl, so, you know. Maybe it's just sort of a latent plant thing.
Is this something that you normally would do without problem?
Be near plants or suck the life force out of sentient plants? That's only come
The
up
latter.
once. That's only come up once.
Hmm.
I think.
Well, I can try my best in the morning.
Okay.
Ianthe. Curses follow cursed people. Just be careful.
I will. Thank you. Should I just meet you here tomorrow morning, or will you come find me?
I know where you will be staying. I can meet you there.
That's not unsettling.
I assume Ianthe doesn't say
That's
that.
me saying that.
Yeah. As Kavish says, "I'll, if you excuse me," and you see behind you is almost like flanking you actually at this moment is Basile.
Oh, wow! You just appear. You're very good.
I'm sorry. I'm light on my feet, and that's usually a good thing.
So great. We'll go find the rest of our group, I suppose.
Great. I think Grian and I are going to play baseball later.
You and Grian.
Yes.
Grian and you. With you and Grian.
Right. Told me we're on the same field.
Your skepticism is
Grian
healthy,
said that.
Ianthe.
Right.
Okay.
In case you see him away for any point in time today, then I wouldn't worry.
Did she say something about a field?
Yeah,
just now?
so we're on the same field.
He's gonna meet you on there's a field? You and Grian.
Yes. So don't worry, he'll be back.
Because Grian's going to put Grian with you.
With a stick and a ball.
Yeah, that part I do understand. It's the you.
Kavish interrupts. Ianthe, if you don't mind.
Right. Sorry. Point the direction. We'll go find everyone else. I have questions for Grian.
I'm sure they're by the. I keep changing the name, but it's called the feeding tree. The feeding tree.
The feeding tree.
I don't know. Not my best moment there. I just don't. I can't think of a name for that place.
The soup stump. Let's go.
The soup
Oh, that's
stump.
good.
Notably, I just wanted to say, with the idea of it being a stump, the tree is still growing above it. So it's like this area that is cut out of it. Remember that. That might be important. Cool. Yeah, Ewolf kind of like pulls you along. Okay, let's go. Sweet. And you I don't see, it's Jet and Alyssa and Prisha. Actually, sorry, no. So I will say there's that same sort of time with Jet and Alyssa and not Prisha. Yeah, Jet, Alyssa, and Prisha. I know what I'm saying. As you guys are walking along. Yeah, anything between Prisha and Jet?
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm not welcome here. He just reminded me.
Yeah, I kind of got that. That I could gather. Look, in the school, and he goes through the whole spiel about different types of wizards always trying to pull out the measuring contest of whose is stronger, and he's like, I understand, I chose to be a scribe, which is notoriously not very powerful, but more, utility, and he just goes on, and he's doing everything he can to try to distract her at this moment.
Great.
Hey, Jet.
Alyssa fully butts in and goes, this is exactly what you said before when we were talking about her.
Hey, Jet.
Yes.
You mentioned the different kinds of wizards. What's abjuration?
Abjuration, and he goes off and he starts talking about shields and wards and all this, that, and the other, and then he the whole time he's doing that, he's gonna do his best to not go cross-eyed and keep an eye on Alyssa so she doesn't run off.
Alyssa's here because she doesn't really know where else to go and is just staring daggers at Prisha. You've never seen younger kid hatred like this.
What did
as
I
you
do?
are you're asking him to continue in the blabberings that she doesn't care about.
In character. What did I do?
With that, eventually you guys get to a point where you hear bread.
Bread?
Sure.
Bread.
Grab some bread.
Oh, you want to have a soup? A soup over there.
Sure.
Okay.
And
You
he's
could eat
going
it
to make
now.
sure that Alyssa gets her food, and he's going to do his best to make sure she doesn't spill the bowl.
Actually, before Prisha takes a bite, I think that she...
You get,
Can I?
Well, damn it. You guys are in the food line getting your food. Okay.
How... I don't know if I need to roll a check for this, but I don't think that Prisha realizes what is happening here in that, like, food is rationed in some way.
Right.
I don't think she recognizes that. Is there a way that, like, she could at the last second, like maybe a perception check or...
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's investigation more than perception.
That is so much worse.
Yeah.
That's so much worse. Well, it's a 6. So I think that she probably... We go from 2 nat 20s to a 6.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
think that she doesn't realize that food is, like, rationable. Yeah, and I guess she'll just start nibbling at the bread.
Cool.
We go and find a corner away from everybody else as best we can.
Okay. You guys get your soup and your bread. You see Titian off in the corner having his ear talked off. You also notice the turtle that... No, that's with a 5. Okay, I'm hearing you, dice. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you see the older turtle woman. Also, then, as like I would say, like as you guys are getting out of line, Ianthe and Ewolf are getting in line. So Ianthe, same thing, just bread.
Thank you.
This soup. And you see the tabaxi kind of give you soup and just, the tabaxi, the like calico sort of like looking tabaxi gives you soup. Goes, oh, welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Let me know if there's anything you need. I can help out in any way.
I will.
Okay, buddy. As Ewolf kind of like pushes you along a little bit. I'm fine without soup, thank you. And just like pushes you out to the table.
Just to be clear, they did not say that to Jet and Alyssa, correct?
No, they did not.
Because we were with Prisha.
Oh, I don't know. You guys kind of breezed through that and took full control on there. So yeah, so I think they did give the typical like soup, bread, those things. Yeah, they didn't. They certainly didn't. They didn't flirt with you, Jet. But or say there's anything that you would need at all.
Well,
That's certainly true.
They made sure to say welcome to the family to all of us, right?
No, they said soup and bread.
Oh, well, that's just.
But they also Titian didn't also get a welcome to the family.
Because I'm cute.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just to clarify, like obviously as characters, you guys can assume whatever you want. But I'm saying as players, just to clarify, that's what we're getting at. But cool. Grian, are you? So after like walking away, Grian, where do you think you're going? I think at this moment you would probably see the others.
Yeah, he'd probably grab food too. Take the opportunity to not waste rations, but like not to use them. So he'd probably just jump in line.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right, got it. Sweet. Cool. Yeah, you get the soup bread. Okay. So you guys go to sit at a table. Eventually, occasionally looking at Titian, who's just dying inside. I'm going to say at a certain point in the conversation, Titian, you are able to get up and join as.
I would have tried to go rescue him. Like.
Yeah. How do you do it? Go for it. Let's do it. That's all right. I was just trying to remember how it started.
Anthony. Oh, hi. Hi.
I'm so terribly
you need
sorry
me
to
over there?
interrupt. We do, actually.
For what?
Do you mind if I take him? We've got to we have to talk about something very important. Not that this isn't important, but we've got something sort of time sensitive. Maybe we could meet up later tonight and you could continue stories.
Anthony, roll me a persuasion check.
We're doing good with those tonight. Yeah. 23.
23. Okay, nice. Good job. DC was 20. I rolled really high.
That +9 is really handy.
Yeah, nice. Oh, okay, bro. That's fine. That's fine. Come find me.
Remember where you left off. Just remember where you left off, and
I left off at the beginning. I've already forgotten.
Wonderful. We'll all hear it from the beginning.
All of you. Okay. Just bring everybody around. I'll give kind of the story. I used to do that for Tomb. He really, he loved to hear my stories.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey,
Okay.
it's good talking to you. Thank you for the soup. We gotta, yep.
All right. Well, yep. I enjoy the soup. And you guys find a table. Adim, do you think you eventually join, or you here?
Yeah, probably. I mean, once I'm done drawing stuff and have an idea of how it's working, I'd probably walk over and sit down at the table. I probably don't go through the soup line.
Okay, you got it.
I don't trust Kavish right now. I don't. The team's like, nope, I'll eat my tack. So he sits at the table, takes out some tack, and just starts chewing on it.
Cool. All right, cool. Great. All right, you're all here. You're all together.
I have to thank you for. I've been talking to her for 2 hours and 37 minutes. And she's just been repeating the same 3 sentences over and over again, starting over.
Titian, I left you like 23 minutes ago.
It's only been 20. Oh my god. Okay. I gotta sit down.
Ewolf seems to be eyeing you, Ianthe, in a like. Soup's good, huh?
Yeah, I mean, soup's great. How did the rest of your guys? Prisha, are you okay? Did everything go smoothly with our friend?
Yesn't? He doesn't like me, and he wanted to know why I was here and why I was protecting Alyssa, and I didn't tell him anything, but that didn't make him like me more.
Seems kind of rude for no reason.
Well, if he doesn't like you got a couple points in my book. As I'm taking the jack.
All right, what am I not getting here? Like I just.
Which part?
It's a druid thing.
Ewolf, do you want me to explain
Deception
it to you?
check. Alyssa immediately yells out, "No!"
Would there be
Alyssa's
a
like,
way?
there are many schools of a wizard.
Would there be any way for Titian, since Titian knows Prisha's secrets, could there be any tell on Prisha's? Like, I would kind of like to throw an insight check just to.
I'll give you advantage on her deception check.
Okay.
If you would like to give advantage for her to. No, you don't roll. She rolls, but you're giving advantage.
I'm getting advantage.
Yeah, if that's what you're getting at,
Okay.
like, is the idea of like.
Yeah, I want to. Like, just Titian, like, just knowing that it'd be another thing for him to sort of think about, like, maybe it's, that sort of thing.
Okay. I don't know what you're rolling, man.
All right.
What do you
want
rolling?
me to throw?
You're giving
Like,
Prisha advantage.
Prisha. Oh, but I didn't. No, I'm saying, like, would I know? Because I don't think Titian would know.
Oh, I think that's up to you. Yeah, I would say whatever the dice say on that. That's up to you.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I said. No,
I was giving you, like, character choice.
Yeah. Let's just say Titian assumes that I would love to give Kay advantage on this roll.
Cool. As Prisha's
deception.
rolling, as Prisha's rolling, Titian, how are you giving advantage?
Titian's just like, Titian's just like, yeah, those druids, man. Let me tell you, they're just a whole bunch. Like, they're always fighting over trees, and they're always fighting over bushes, and they're just like those bush like druids and those tree druids, and he's just going on and on and on about, like, and don't get me stuck with the spring druids along with the creek druids along with he's just talking about all that.
I rolled
Just
2
rambling.
rolls,
Oh, God, this is gonna
and
lose
both
my
of them are really good. So I think what happens is you see just the corner of like the screen that is on Titian as he's explaining this. You see a little hand kind of go up, like a little bump. Tell you, man, they just shut up about being druids. And you look down and you see it's the same old halfling. Come on.
Oh, what?
The-
Oh,
I'm
Sure,
saying you're
Titian's
right. I'm
gonna-
agree with you.
Sure. Here, Titian, like, still look. There you go.
All right. Catch you cats later. And you see him walk off.
It's like Matthew McConaughey if he's a little halfling.
No idea what his name is. No clue.
Doesn't matter.
I'm
The
gonna
DM doesn't
find
even
him
know.
Later.
Yeah.
It was all right.
All right. What did Prisha roll?
All right.
For sure rolled a 14.
Okay. Ewolf accepts it.
Ugh.
I don't know if the rest of you guys do, but Ewolf does.
Do I need to roll against it? Because
I
I'm
don't,
on
but I'm gonna
Prisha's
try to
side
talk to her later.
regardless, right? So it's like,
I mean, Jet, I think you've stated the reasoning that most likely happens twice, even if it's not necessarily true. I think, Jet, you feel like it has to be true. I've explained it twice.
He's gonna telepathically link with Ewolf and give him the whole explanation because Alyssa didn't want him to say it out loud.
For the next 10 minutes, you see Ewolf just doing this.
The best. This poor boy. Yeah, Prisha is. I think it's pretty obvious that she's a little uncomfortable, but it's definitely druid stuff.
Does anybody think they know that it's more than druid stuff besides Titian?
Adim has no damn idea.
Cool.
What are we rolling against? Sorry.
I'm asking. So this is just like a character decision. Like you guys, like you're not rolling to see what it is because there's no way you guys would just know.
No, I feel like.
But the question is, do you think Prisha is telling the whole truth there?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, cool. Green, roll me a perception check.
It's an 18 plus 5, so 23.
Cool, awesome. You notice from the kind of like rope bridges, you see there's a lot of people that are like walking and talking, but like standing and talking. You notice there's a couple of figures, elven nature, like just kind of like kind of blurry to be able to kind of like see, but you see like long hair and you see like ears that seem to be continuing to look in your direction. You feel like you're being watched.
Like my direction or like our
You
direction?
feel like the table is being watched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, actually, this is based on what you feel like Prisha's being watched.
Okay.
I will also say because I earlier had like that really high insight and we'd agreed, like we'd stated like we'll talk later. I think Anthony's pretty aware, like there's something else going on here, but now's not the time.
Yeah, you have your own secrets. Yeah, of course.
If we want to talk, we can talk undisturbed.
I
I
think
can just put a bubble around it.
I think the people here already aren't too keen on at least one of us being here, so I don't know if creating a private bubble in the middle of their cafeteria is a great idea. But if we want to do that later, when we're hunkered down, I think that might be
Are you actually going to sleep in it this time, Grian? And Jet narrows his eyes.
I slept in it. I just had to readjust after the dog popped it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that having a private conversation later tonight would be best for all of us. In a place that is not this public, right?
Jet gestures like a bubble.
Oh, speaking
I'm
of
not
which,
sleeping on it. If it means I'm sleeping on the floor, I will tell you that now.
speaking of private conversations, I have meeting with Basile later. Just some private stuff. So I'm not quite sure when that'll be. But yeah, it's just gonna be a one-on-one thing.
You know what, Green? What you do in your personal life is totally your business. And I just hope that you are happy and enjoy yourself.
And safe.
And safe, of course.
I mean, I always know to be safe. It could be, depending on what happens, it could be a really happy meeting, but and I hope it's more satisfactory than previous ones have been. But I'll let you.
I can't begin to express how confused she is right now.
I'll let you. I'll tell you about it when I get back.
Oh, that's okay.
If anything comes of it, yeah.
To lean in at this exact moment. At this exact moment, Ewolf goes, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
It doesn't actually. It makes
does it?
next to no sense.
What? Oh, sorry. No, I was just. What were you talking about?
So I think we're all pretty okay staying here for the night. Is anybody really not okay with that? I mean, we sort of said we would, but we didn't really talk about it.
I'm not sure if we have a
It's
choice.
fine.
I don't think he'll try to kill us.
And then, well, who's to stop them from killing us if we leave, right?
It's true.
At least here we have soup and beds.
Soup and beds.
I guess, is everyone, Jet and Prisha, I know, and Grian, really, I know you're not as committed to Mir as the rest of us are, but are you alright if we stay and sort of resolve this and do what we have to do? We promised to help, and it's, I don't think any of us are happy leaving this open like that.
Yeah, of
So
course.
if you're okay,
Of course.
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm all for helping people.
Hmm?
I'm all for helping people. I just don't want it to end bloody.
That is definitely the goal, to avoid bloodshed. We had an okay plan last time we tried to help. It just went a bit sideways, but hopefully that won't happen this time.
Do you think they have a arcane circle here? Probably not. I would guess druids wouldn't, but
Like a group of people, or like
no,
a
like
physical place?
like a physical sigil that I could. I mean, like I said, I can bring people. I can move a decent amount of people quickly. I just need a location to send them to.
I don't suppose it would hurt to ask. I'm not sure, but I mean, worst they'll say is no.
And I didn't want to assume, but I don't see any arcane magics going around here, do I? Like, have I noticed anything arcane in nature? No, it's all just like nature-based magics and stuff.
It's all nature-based magics. Yeah.
It's all nature-based.
Oh, natural. Jet, do you mind if I get that book from you again? Just want to see if I can read a little bit more. The book we borrowed from the library.
It was in the carriage.
I thought it was in your bag.
No,
What?
you tried to hand it to me and I dropped it at one point, and that's the last time I saw it.
Cool.
I'll say above board, you guys got everything that you needed out of the carriage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then here.
Yeah,
He
so I
just
was
pulls
under
it
the
out and
impression we
just
got
hands it
everything.
over.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. I mean, is there anything else we need to talk about? Or if not, I'm gonna try and read this. You guys are cool.
Anybody
Fine.
want to get kind of drunk tonight?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
You see
Alyssa.
Alyssa. Yeah, you see Alyssa. Just,
No.
I'll just like
Okay.
put her hand down.
No.
yeah, I mean, a little bit later afterwards. Yeah, why not?
Look, the last time I drank, I didn't get injured. That's all I'm saying. And I went through a riot.
And last time I got drunk, I got jumped in an alley, so no thanks.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, me too.
Jack, you ready for this?
I
As you guys are convening, you see a figure approach the table. As you hear a hello. My name is Burn Shade. I'm here to direct you to your rooms.
Hold on, your name is.
Am I ready for that? Sure.
Hold
All
on.
right,
Your name,
all right.
Hold on. Did you just say your name is Birdshade?
Yeah, yeah.
You're a bird, and your name is Birdshade.
Burn Shade.
Is this guy human? What? I'm sorry, my dog is falling.
Oh, it's a because
Oh, you can't see the picture? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then, yeah, there's no way that would work.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
It's an all black Aarakocra.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
oh, interesting. Okay, that's why you were.
That made sense. I was like, okay, Jack, that's cool.
It's a burn. The ends are hard with a burn shade. Why? Someone said I was another name?
No, I just
No.
misheard.
No,
I
we're
misheard.
just making sure we understand you correctly so that we know who we're talking to.
Because I'm not.
But-
My name is Burn Shade.
And Shade. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Are you done with your food?
Yeah, we're just about.
Okay. Follow me. And you see him just walk off.
I'll follow the bird.
Follow the bird.
Yep.
Sure.
Cool. As you guys go to follow the bird, Titian,
Yes.
you don't see a figure staring at you, but as you kind of head out, it's still kind of like mid-afternoon, so it's still relatively bright outside. You remember the specific shack where you saw a figure staring back at you?
It was a green-eyed boy, if I can remember correctly.
That's correct.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Are we
You
walking
see
by
the
that shack?
same shack. You're walking by the bridge that would be leading out to it. You guys are in a different sort of level.
Perfect. Titian would like to try to stealthily, as much as one can in broad daylight, get away from the group and go investigate the shack.
Cool. You guys all see Titian leave. You're on a rope bridge. It's broad daylight. I don't think there's any, like, it's like when you walk away, it's clearly, like, I think maybe
I
Ewolf
said-
doesn't see you.
I said
Dean,
as much as one can, but I'm still
Yeah, I know. I try to think about it. I was like, there's no way.
off, Adim just kind of gives a very silent sigh, but if you're looking at him, he goes, and he breaks off from the rest of the party, and not even trying to sneak.
How do you
Just follows Titian and tries to catch up with him.
Cool. So normally you get 2 days to be able to kind of rest and recuperate and get your idea of the surroundings, and then after that we assign you a job, and we expect you to just try to pull your weight as best you can, and that's how the community works. So but yeah, here's your you guys got the big room. There's some beds there in the corner. Hopefully, wasn't there a big guy here? Where'd he go?
Yeah, he likes to
God.
walk off.
He probably saw something interesting and wandered away. We'll find him later.
He walked off?
Like, in another direction.
In a different direction. He
Do
probably-
people do that?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
you
not off
gotta.
the bridge. Yeah, no.
I mean, sometimes. I mean, not I don't know. You guys are the new ones. I thought you was. Oh, you gave me a heart attack. Okay.
We appreciate the tour. Hopefully we won't be staying here too long. But we appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Do you need can you show you how the drapes work? You just
Oh,
it's like this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Beautiful, thank you.
Food is open twice a day. from about 8 to 12:30, and then from like 5 to 7.
Is it always soup?
No,
Oh, great.
it's very lucky you came such a good day.
Oh, this is a good day. Awesome. Well, thank you.
How
feel
lucky for
lucky.
us.
Thank you for the
Okay.
heads up. Appreciate it.
Well, good luck, and I'm done with my part of the job. You see, I'm just kind of off.
You've done wonderfully.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there lots of beds here? Or is it kind of like
There are enough beds for everybody
Okay.
here. I'm going to say everybody who goes to sit in a bed needs to give me a dex saving throw.
Oh,
Low
no.
DC. Low DC.
Obviously, I'm doing that.
19?
Cool.
7.
7.
6.
Cool. All right. Ianthe, you notice your bed seems to sag to the point that like your butt is just touching the floor. Pressure, pretty much the same thing for you. 7 and 6, pretty close.
Oh.
Oh, sleeping on the floor again.
I'm gonna roll
Is it
for
possible?
Ewolf.
Is it possible?
Ewolf rolled a 5.
Oh, Ewolf, I was gonna try to trade with him.
Is it possible that Prisha could like lift up her like little cot mattress? Like I'm assuming that this isn't big.
Oh, to,
but,
like, try
lift up
and-
her mattress and go put it on top of Ianthe's.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Prisha's gonna do that.
Thank you. You don't have to.
Oh,
I
did
mean,
you?
don't get me wrong,
Did
I'm
you?
absolutely gonna.
Do you need another one?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
It seemed important to you that you slept in a bed. It's not
Having-
important to me.
Having visions of Princess and the Pea. Sorry, Once Upon a Mattress.
All right.
Because I could give
but
you
don't
another
like
one.
sleeping on the ground, and I'm not embarrassed about it. And I'm.
Someone can have my bed. I don't need one.
Thank you.
Everybody give your mattresses to Ianthe.
Every single mattress is Ianthe's.
We could give the broken ones to Grian, Titian, and Adim because they're not going to be here, right? Oh no, Titian's here right now. To Titian and Adim because they're not going to
I
be here
think
right now.
Greed's like flipping the page. He's like, I'm literally right here.
Yeah, I think Titian's the only one that's not here.
And Nadim.
And Nadim
walked off
followed
with
him.
Where did Deem go?
I followed
Follow him.
Oh, cool. Gotcha.
I
Sorry, I
broke
missed
off
that. My
the
bad.
politician. And not
We
even
can
trying
just
to
leave
be
the broken
sneaky
ones
about
for
it.
them.
Just
Yeah. Cool. I like it. So yeah, you guys kind of gather your things. I guess yeah, we'll switch over to Titian and Adim. So, as you guys are walking up, there is a moment where you're kind of like catching yourself kind of like in the middle of the bridge here. And Titian, go ahead and just describe to me where's your like mindset right now? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you splitting off from the party? What's the, like...
Again.
But I think the mindset is so far everybody they've kind of met in this setting has been definitely characters, but there's no intent. There's no sense of malice. There's nothing that has been uncomfortable necessarily. Tiring and annoying for sure, but nothing uncomfortable. Except the glare from that child's eyes looking at Titian.
Okay.
That has been sticking out to him since they've arrived. So he doesn't really know, but like he just sort of wants to just walk by, get sort of a vibe, but also see if there's something under there that he should be, I don't know, aware of.
Walk by the settling?
hut where
The hut, yeah.
was, yes. At least walk by.
You got it. Cool. Give me a perception check.
perception. Oh, I gotta do disadvantage because I got somehow I rolled a nat 1 and got a level of exhaustion. Fuck. Perception, you say? That is a 12.
12. Okay. With a 12, you notice in the idea of like it's not as nice as the place that you guys are going to be staying at, but it's so it also kind of like looks like an extended sort of stay thing, but it's just kind of draped with cloths upon cloths upon cloths, and you notice that all of the like there's you like see like I think you see like an outline of like windows, but there's everything's covered.
Okay. Is that something that covering all that fabric, is that on the other structures around this, or is that like isolated to this one structure?
This is the only structure that seems to be like having all of their the like drapes closed, but no, there's probably a couple others that are of this nature that are just cheaper made.
Just cheaper made. Okay. How far away? I just want to know, just for my sake, is Adim like right with Tishin, or is Adim like keeping a good distance away?
Adim's
Again,
probably. I mean, he's not trying to be sneaky about following you.
yeah, there's no sneaking here. So I think like looking at like Tishin, like looking around, like I think Adim's probably like not in your face, but he's right there.
Sure. It's not about sneaking. It's about Tishin feeling like he needs to tell Adim what's going on. That's
okay.
really what's going on. It's like, you know, let me, yeah. All right, Adim.
Yeah. I gotta cut somebody?
What'd you say?
Do I have to cut somebody?
No, we don't. I don't think we have to cut anybody. I just got a bad gut feeling about this place in particular. If you're with me, I think I'd just like to try to take a peek in the window and see if we can get a glimpse of something in there. I don't know what's in there, but I just think something might be in there.
All right. I mean, there's no walls or doors or anything saying stay out, so whatever. We're family, right? That was said with a lot of sarcasm. But
Tishian will he'll walk up, and I think he'll start. I mean, again, he can't be sneaky right now, but no, fuck this.
Yeah.
He's gonna knock on the door. He's gonna actually knock on the. Well, I'm gonna knock.
There's nothing to knock on.
Then I will go to the windows and see if there's one that is slightly more open or one that I can peek into.
I'm sorry. There's an entranceway. There's just no wooden door, right? So there's no doors here. It's just all drapes or cloths to move around.
Hey, let's go through that drape. Let's go through that drapery.
Got it.
All right.
Okay. Guys ready?
I knew something was up. Joe is changing the music now. It's like,
and it's not just any music; it's this song in particular.
Yeah, I actually changed it again because that wasn't creepy enough.
He's pulling up the Bloodborne original soundtrack, and it's going to be.
As you walk into this place, you are immediately greeted with faces everywhere. There are figurines, puppets, different shapes and sizes, some of them painted, some of them not, some of them wearing cloths as clothes, others unmarked, some of them just faces. You see a figure that is mostly shrouded as you're walking in, but for some reason seems to distinguishing figures. I mean, you, Titian, you saw him across the village. There's something about this boy. It strikes you as odd. You see him working on a particular marionette. You see he's carving out beard, small body. You see the figure's wearing something on the top of its head, but it's not really a cap. It's more like a turban. The figure looks up as you enter.
The creepiest fucking NPC I've ever seen in my life.
Is he posting it?
Hi.
I got you.
Okay.
We're here now. Let's be here, and we'll.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
Hello. My name is Titian. What's yours?
You can call me Aesop.
It's nice to meet you, Aesop. What are you doing over there?
Just carving.
Can
You
I?
have a very interesting face.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not the first time I've heard that, unfortunately. But what do you like faces? I see you have a lot in this room right now. Did you make all these? I'm assuming the faces are made out of wood. Is that correct, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Did you happen to make all these? You're quite the carver, Aesop.
You see him scratch a point on his head with the sharpest knife you've ever seen.
No, hey, don't do that. You don't need to. You're not wood, right? No.
Glad you've come, Titian. Welcome to the family. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. See you guys next week.